Winter is coming, and on this video, I'm going to give you some of my personal tips to prepare you for winter in Utah. Let's get to it right now. Welcome, and I'm Mike Gallagher, and if you want to learn everything about living in Utah, eating, sleeping, drinking, you've come to the right channel. You may consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Let's become a friend. Also, if you hit that bell notification, you'll be notified every time I release a new video, and that's every week. And honestly, we've been helping so many people from around the world buy or sell real estate in Utah. If we can be of any assistance to you, call us, text us, shoot us an email. We got your back when moving to Utah. So you finally got your dream of living in Utah. Well, we've just had a gorgeous summer. You've probably been out there horseback riding, camping, a little bit of fishing, a little bit of boating, a little bit of golfing, maybe even some mountain biking, some climbing, some hiking. We've now in the fall season where we've got some beautiful mild temperatures and some gorgeous colors out there on all the trees. Then boom, winter hits. The car won't start. It's cold outside. The air is cold. Your outside spigots on your house may freeze, crack. You may have water inside, water outside. You might get sick during the winter season. Lots of things go on. If you're new to the ski country, well, I've got some valuable tips of my own to help you survive through the winter season. Make sure you stay tuned to one of my most valuable tips about owning and operating a snowblower. It might just save you a trip to the ER room. We all need our vehicles to be reliable, get us to work, get us to the ski resorts, or maybe take a winter vacation. There are things on your vehicle, whether you own a car, truck, SUV, that you need to check for the winter months. Top of the list would probably be the antifreeze. There is a protection level that the manufacturers state that your vehicle must maintain so that it won't overheat or the engine won't seize. So make sure it's all okay. Speaking about things freezing, your squirters that squirt up on the windshield, there is 2 different washer fluid bottles that you can buy. One is a summer fluid and one is a winter fluid. The summer one provides you no protection against freezing. You need the winter blend in your vehicle so it does not freeze. You may need that someday when a vehicle throws some mud up on your windshield and you need to squirt it and remove all the debris. Take a look at your battery. Most batteries have a date code stamped on them. Make sure your battery isn't older than about 5 years old. That's about the expected life on a battery these days. Have it checked out. Make sure it's in top condition. You wouldn't want to come out to your vehicle in the middle of a storm, go to start that car, and it will not start. That is one of the most annoying feelings. It's happened to me, and hopefully I'm not in that situation again. Tires. Make sure you've got some good tread on those tires. This will help you go through the slush and snow. It also will help you from sliding off the road. Depending on where you live along the Wasatch Front, you may need some snow tires or maybe even some studded snow tires. Check with your tire professional what they recommend for where you're going to be living. Now that we got our car in tip-top shape, well, when we get out of our car, sometimes it's kind of cold outside, so we need the proper clothing for the winter months. Let's start with some boots. These are my particular boots that I use. So we'll start with the sole. Nice, thick, chunky tread so that on those icy conditions you don't slip and fall. The boots, they're weather protected. Keep the water out. Keep your feet dry. And most important, they're insulated on the inside. And that's one of my biggest issues is trying to keep my toes nice and warm. With good thick socks on and some insulated boots, I seem to have no problems at all. Now that we got our feet warm, we need to keep our body warm. A lot of people will just go with like a thick coat. I prefer to layer the clothes, especially if you got children. They can put multiple layers on, and if they get a little too cold, they can always take a layer off. That's what I like to do. And I love these like thermal underwear that they do. Now they do them in like different colors. And then you can put them underneath like a sweater and then put a coat on top of that. And if I get too hot, I can always take the one layer off, just put my sweater on and my jacket on, and I'm usually set for the rest of the day. So they say that most of your heat will escape through your head. So you need something for your head. You need some kind of hat. I really like these small little hats like this. I can fold them up pretty small and I can put them in a coat pocket. Then if I need the hat, I can put it on. If I don't need it, I can take it off, store it, and I don't have to carry it around all day. I usually leave one in my car at all times. Don't forget about one of your most important assets in life, your home. It's probably one of the most expensive things you will buy in your lifetime. If you've got outside hoses, make sure they are disconnected from the spigots. It can freeze and cause the spigot to crack. While we're talking about spigots, you need some faucet covers. This is mine. They cost about $2 to $3. This is about 10 years old. As you can see, it's got dirt and everything. I just took it off my house. $2 to $3. It's got a cord. You hook it on the spigot, pull it tight, and you are done for the winter. The inside of it is insulated, and they've got a sponge strip here to go flat up against whatever kind of exterior you have. Very, very cheap insurance. While we're talking about winterization, don't forget about your automatic sprinklers. If you do not drain all the water out of the sprinklers, there's a possibility it may freeze and crack. This is one of the control units. As you can tell, it's made out of plastic. So if it freezes, it does not take much to crack it, and then you have a leak, and next spring you will not have automatic sprinklers. You will have a leak. It's a great time to replace those furnace filters, and if you do not own a CO detector, I highly recommend that you purchase one. It has saved many lives. Great time to buy some of those 9-volt batteries for the smoke detectors. Keep them in tip-top shape. If you have any kind of exposed wood on the outside of your home, it's a great time to paint it and caulk it. Keep the weather out. You don't want that snow or water penetrating and rotting the wood. Speaking of water, don't forget about those roof shingles. Now's a good time to look and see if you've got any missing, torn, broken. Get those repaired. Also, have a look at the gutters and downspouts. You want nice, clear gutters and downspouts that water comes off the roof, can flow nice and smoothly. Just when you thought you were done with the lawn, well, they do sell a fertilizer for the winter months. It's just called a winter blend of fertilizer. Most of the big home improvement stores carry it. Great time to put a layer of that down. Cold weather, the spiders and other pests, they also like to come in for a little bit of warmth. Well, I use this particular product here, and it's a home insect defense. There are many companies that make this product. This is just one of them. It's already pre-mixed, ready to spray right out of the bottle. They even give you a spray nozzle. Just walk around your home. It takes like 5 minutes, spray it down. This particular product says it lasts for 9 months. I usually try to apply it every couple months throughout the year. It's great protection against those little spiders. Also, if you have any kind of patio furniture, it'd be great to pick up some covers to protect them from the elements. We can't forget about our pets. Yes. In my household, the pets come first, I come second. So try to get them in out of the cold on some of those cold evening nights. Also, buy some extra food. They burn more calories trying to stay warm during the winter months. Bedding materials, an extra blanket or two would do great on those chilly nights. Snow removal, there's many ways to do it. I highly recommend that you buy a snowblower. If you are living in northern Utah, it's one of the best investments that you can make. I know so many people who have shoveled it by hand. Once they buy a snowblower, they all say, I wish I would have bought one years ago. Couple tips about the snowblower. I only use ethanol-free fuel in the machine. It's a little harder to find. Not all gas stations carry it, but it seems to work better for your small equipment. Also, I do start mine every single month. Keep that fuel flowing through the carburetors so they do not get a chance to gum up. I've had like 0 issues with my 2 units. Like I say, one of them is over 30 years old. So snowblower tips. This is my #1 tip on the snowblower. It's a safety tip, especially if you have kids operating the machine. They can be a little bit dangerous. The chutes will get clogged with snow and you have to unclog them. Some people will take their hand and reach in there to remove the clog. That is very dangerous. The engine potentially has compression still on it. When you free that clog, the blades can turn, chop off your fingers. The ER room receives numerous patients every single winter with missing fingers or partially missing fingers. So this is my device. Some manufacturers will supply a little shovel for you to operate with the machine. I use this here, just a metal pole, and when it gets clogged, I just hit it a few times and free the clog up. If you look closely, you will be able to see there are dents and scrapes all along this pole. That is from the blades. One time it got stuck really good and my pole got stuck in the chute, and I went to force it out and I could see the blades turn. Thankfully, my fingers were not in there. I would be missing a few fingers today. So please be careful with snow blowers, especially if you have children operating them. As far as personal health goes, don't forget to get your flu shot. In northern Utah, you do see a couple cases of the flu. It's highly recommended that you get that flu shot every year. Living in snow country has its challenges, but waking up in the morning to a hot cup of coffee and a warm fireplace, looking outside at the sunshine glinting off of the snow is an amazing picture. I would not trade it for all the sunshine in Florida. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you would give it a thumbs up. I also have on my channel a video I did about a year ago on winterizing your sprinkler systems. It's still a great video. Until the next video, take care and stay safe.